What is up, YouTube? We are grinding away at shop number 2 because we have the chopper party tomorrow. So, been cutting the grass. We got the initial cue. I pulled the iron head out. I think that's going to be the poster at the end of the driveway because it is kind of tucked back. If you are coming out, just make sure if you find the address, go all the way down the long driveway. But sprucing up the last little bits. Daddy's got the van set up here, cleaned up. Shovelhead chopper will stay here because that pretty much matches the new shirt design we got for the party. And then the ironhead, I just fired this up, had this running a minute ago, and this will go out at the end of the driveway next to all of the signs. So jamming away on this. I'll get to this one in a minute, but we got our whole merch booth set up with a bunch of cards and businessy type things, but here's the new shirt. I'll walk you in there. Daddy has been killing it up here, but here's the new shirts for the party. If we got extras after tomorrow, they will also be available on the interwebs if anybody's interested in this one. This is my shovelhead chopper in front of kind of a haunted type barn. 2024 for the party tomorrow, and Daddy's got a bunch of little trinket merch for the ladies. This is all set up back here. Event staff signs, we got the bikes kind of queued up, just a lot of last minute cleanup. This sign will be going outside, arrows to guide the way. And then earlier today we were working on the Springer. I got this thing back together. I posted a short on it. I didn't do a full video on this, but we got brand new springs with the helper springs, all Harley parts on there. So Harley new spring rods, triple trees all done, but she's looking pretty good now. And then I don't have an axle. That's the only thing I didn't have, but it is the early style Harley rockers. It needs grease fittings re-put in. That's about as far as I got on that one. We might raffle this off tomorrow. Not really sure what exactly we're doing with that yet. Then what else? So much work going on. This stupid bike lost spark, so I'm trying to MacGyver something because I want every bike in this shop to be running for the party, and I really want something to just rip up and down the hill. So I pulled the cover off, started chasing it down, ran some wires, got the battery back on a charger right now, and then just the cover is off here. This was a consistent one-kick bike. I had no issues until I pulled it off the lift and tried to start it, and it has zero spark. Didn't even cough or anything. Pulled the plug, kicked it over, no spark whatsoever. So I had a 12-volt coil from a car. That did not work. Tried replacing the CDI back. I used to do a bunch of pedal start mopeds, so I got a couple CDI ignitions laying around. So the Moto Bacane aftermarket CDI ignition, 12-volt coil, kickstart only, 12-volt CDI box. Tried hacking up something to make this work. Still didn't get any sort of spark or juice. And I brought my voltmeter up here to make sure I'm getting power to everything. 9-volt battery's dead, and I don't have one, and I didn't feel like running out. So rewind all of the work that I've been doing over-diagnosing this for it to be running as good as it was. I thought I left the key on and probably fried the coil, or I left the key on and fried the ignition box. I don't think that's the case anymore. So I ended up taking the ignition switch off, which is this giant cluster of wires. And when I loosened it, all of these wires came disconnected, which was fun, but luckily I did find a wiring diagram on the old interwebs, hooked everything back up to the way it should be, and let's throw you guys on the tripod. I don't know how a wire got loose at all, but here's the new, well, not new, but freshly hooked up ignition switch. We'll throw the key in, click it 2 positions. I also popped the glass fuse on here. So 1 click is just run, 2 clicks is lights. I won't have lights because I did pop the fuse, but we're 1 click on there. Come over here to the spark plug. I got this on the charger again too. We got spark back. So I'm gonna slap this together and try and take this on a maiden voyage and see if we can break those clutches free. If not, we'll just have a fun little hold on for dear life and try not to have to stop anywhere. So let me throw the ignition back in. I guess I'll bring you guys along since we're already filming. So that's in the off position. Now we just gotta jam all of this back up through here. Hopefully all the wires stay connected. Got your little rubber grommet here. And our lock ring. Just like that. And we'll put the little boot back on here. So I overthought it. I thought I left the key on and fried the coil or something like that. But honestly, I think it was just a loose wire. When I popped this rubber boot off, I had 2 wires that were barely hanging on. And somehow moving it just kind of caused it to completely let go. So that's on now. We'll drop the key back in. Test for spark one more time. And if this works, then I'll just keep going. Yep, nice hot spark. So we should be good. What do I need to do here? Fuel side cover. It is still sparking, so we'll put the tank back on first. Ugh. I'm getting so disappointed because it was my goal to have this running. Every bike in the barn right now is a runner. Not that they need to be, with the exception of that ironhead chopper on the lift. Obviously that one's not running because there's no motor and I gotta cut that frame in half, but everything in here is running. I wanted to just stay that way and then having a fun old AMF dirt bike to kind of rip around the property since I just cut a bunch of trails back there would be fun. Okay, which way does the fuel line go? All right. Is there an arrow on here? I never remember which way fuel flows. So we got that one on there. This will drop down onto the carb. And now I have a little bit more confidence because I did have this bike running pretty well. The new carb did not show up in the mail yet, unfortunately. I was hoping that would have been here by now, but can't win them all, I guess. Is that gonna melt on the cylinder head? How hot do you think the cylinder head on a 2-stroke gets? Let's try and loop it back. Like that. Now it's kind of on the exhaust. How did I have this set up before? All right, click the gas on. That's far enough away from the pipe, I think. We'll throw one zip tie on there, just for good measure. All right, there's that. Now, do I start this first or do I just put the plug back in? Let's put the plug in and start it. Then I'll put the cover on. Oh. So we will definitely not have any working lights or anything. Probably not a horn either. Yeah, killed that. So I need a glass fuse by tomorrow if I want the horn to work, which I think would be fun because this horn is extremely loud. And then hopefully tomorrow ends up being a decent time. I have no idea how many people are showing up. I know I mentioned it in the last video. I had a bunch of people complaining about location. If you've been following the channel, you know where I'm at. I'm in between Chicago and Milwaukee in a town called McHenry, Illinois. If anybody's interested, again, shoot me an email, wrenchingwrecked@gmail.com. You probably won't get this post until after anyway. But, or this video won't post until after the party. But this is where we're at. If you're looking to have work done or anything else, we are taking in business. Try and reuse some crusty electrical tape here because that's all I have. All right, key on. Ooh, are we leaking gas? No, maybe. Choke is on. Key is on, I think. Oh yeah, we're pouring gas. What the hell happened here? Hold on. I wonder if I put this on backwards. Pouring gasoline. I had this all on here and routed before. Let's see. Let's turn that fuel line around. Alright, so that will go there. This will go this way. Click the gas on. Don't know why that's flooding. We'll have to fix that. It's leaking out the top of the filter.
It's out of my bass guitar.
Oh, cool. I think I got spark back, so.
Oh, cool.
There she is. Alright, I'm gonna hook the rest of this up and take it for a ride. Alright, so we'll have to figure out the fuel leak on the other side. I think I just gotta readjust the hose clamp over there. But if it does leak, it's leaking at the filter going out the other side away from the motor, so I'm not too concerned. We're just buttoning up this side cover now. Then we should be able to take this thing for a rip. Again, I don't have the new carb yet, so it's gonna be running on the choke only. Not ideal. We'll probably end up fouling out a plug or two, but whatever. It runs. So disappointed the other day. I didn't think. I've moved the spike 3 or 4 times. I've dropped the spike already because the kickstand's broken, and I never had an issue on the wires. And now all of a sudden the wiring decided to come loose when we're supposed to be going for a test ride. Not cool. But for a little barn find, I'll take it. So that should be everything on there. See if we can take this for a ride now. Okay, I made it home. I took the Sportster home today. Truck's filled with stuff. It's dark. You guys can't see anything, so let me go into the garage. I don't have the mics hooked up either, so audio might not be the best of quality, but it is what it is, because I left everything at the shop for the party tomorrow. So here's where we're at. All of the bikes are now out of my garage, which is kind of a weird feeling. It's still destroyed. I still got stuff everywhere. Daddy's dad moved. He's doing RV life right now, so we have a ton of records that I gotta go through, and then a ton of just miscellaneous crap that we also have to go through. So Sportster came home tonight. I'll rip that back bright and early because party's happening tomorrow. Garage is empty at home, which, I mean, minus the girly, but kind of is what it is. I tried riding the AMF. I didn't get any footage. I'm going to see if Dottie grabbed a clip or two on the phone. Tried breaking the clutches free. It didn't work. Go figure. There's something internal. I rode it down the hill and in second gear, and it was just banging and making a bunch of metal, very metallic-y noises that didn't sound good. But I got it down the hill, tried giving it throttle, coming back up, it stalled out and died down at the pond. So that's going to be back burner, but it is back to being a one-kick bike. It was firing up first kick every time. I can't, the clutch is not actually clutching. So every time I click it into gear, tries spinning the tire and then dies. Spin the tire, die. I was hoping to try and dump the clutch a couple times and free it up. Didn't work. So there will be no AMF ripping at the party tomorrow, unfortunately, but one day closer. At least we got the spark thing figured out before I got too far on that. So I know it's kind of an oddball short little update video, and there's not really that much that happened. We did a couple things on the AMF. We swung, we missed. Well, I swung and I missed, but that's where we're at. So now tomorrow morning I gotta go get more plastic for the slip and slide that we're gonna try and set up. Daddy's adamantly opposed about this idea, so if people get hurt on camera, I'll try and be filming a little bit tomorrow at the actual party, but I will be fully transparent. There's a good chance there might not be any footage from this party because I'll be hosting, entertaining, all of those other fun things that are way more fun than trying to walk around with a camera. So won't be as much footage as the Whiskey River run, obviously. We got that Springer done today. That front end's pretty much good to go, minus bearings and grease fittings on the rockers. And yeah, just another late night. So that'll wrap this one up. Next video will be kind of whatever coverage or footage I get from the chopper party. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. We should be getting back into bike stuff again relatively soon. I got the ironhead back up on the lift that I got to cut in half and then stretch to make the motor fit. And the property manager over there also has a, I was just over at his house, I looked at them, it was 74 ironhead, rigid frame. He just wants to put the thing back together. So I think that's probably going to be most of the new content moving forward, only because working on other people's bikes pays for things, working on my bikes costs me money. Unless you guys all subscribe and everybody watches 1,000,000 hours on here, and then I can keep doing everything else. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. We will catch you guys on the next one.